To everybody, you guys. So first name, of course, my name is Kiera Wilson. I am the owner of True Dreams Radio. True Dreams Radio is an internet radio station I actually started when I graduated here from Winston Salem State University. I did go to Winston Salem State. I am actually from Charlotte, North Carolina. So if y'all are familiar, I did go to Independence High School. Graduated, came to Winston, got thrown, had a great time, did a lot of crazy things here, but most importantly, left here with a degree, left here pretty much started my dreams. Anybody who ever knew Kiera, they always knew that I wanted to do radio. Never thought that I would actually be doing internet radio. The power of technology is amazing. So I graduated 2010. I can tell y'all my age, I'm 27. So I'm still getting up there now, but you know, time will go by, you guys, I'm trying to tell you, so make sure that you focus. But like I said, I went to Winston, you guys, 2010, graduated 2014. Mass communications, like I said, major, didn't do anything else. I really did not like school. All I wanted to do was just radio. I didn't care for what y'all have to do. I'm like, dang, I gotta do an essay. I wish I could just talk. Like, can I just tell you what I learned today? But I didn't like paperwork. I didn't like, exams, all that extra stuff. I'm like, yo, I just want to do radio. So I just stayed focused at the end of the day still, kept myself on the dean's list. Was at every single jam you could think of. Was at every party you could think of. But just made sure, like I said, just keep it simple. Stay going to school, stay going to class. Made sure my mama wasn't tripping, so that way we could be good. Being mindful where you was drinking and smoking, so that way you wouldn't get kicked out your dorm rooms being silly. So, at the end of the day, I graduated May 2014. And to keep it real with you guys, the night before my graduation, got into some trouble. Keep it all the way real. I had my mind set on, you know what? I'm about to leave school. I'm about to leave North Carolina. Like I said, I've been in Charlotte. So I'm like, I'm about to leave North Carolina. Look, I got to be in Atlanta. I got to be in, Texas. I got to be somewhere where the radio market is big, where the radio market is growing. No lie, got in trouble literally the night before graduation. Because I know how to talk, I was able to talk my way out of really getting locked up. But however, I got into some trouble. And I do feel like it ended up being the biggest blessing because I had to humble myself. Now I'm back in Charlotte. Now I'm sitting here going back and forth from Winston, going to court, trying to figure out, dang, what am I going to do? Not being able to have that opportunity to be able to, I've been having these dreams since I was little. Remind you guys, I was 10 years old when I actually started wanting to do radio. I had a radio station in my room. It was called K94.10, K for Kiera. My great-grandmother was 94 at the time. I was 10 years old. I was the only child, guys. Look, forgive me now. I don't got no siblings. My family this big. I don't have no cousins, so I had to get creative. So I had a whole bunch of sleepovers. They were Destiny's Child, 3LW, you name it, but I was interviewing them. So I get to this moment. I'm graduating like, yo, I'm thrilled. I will admit, I am thrilled. I'm having a great time, and I got into some trouble. Pretty much that whole summer, had to work, had to bust my butt, had to start working. I worked at Hendrick Toyota, Scion of Concord, being pretty much like phone sales. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm in a call center, like I just got this degree, like I'm supposed to be doing radio, like how did life get here? And by the grace of God, really, my mother always believed in me. So, I never forget, y'all rock with, the Waffle House. My mother took me to the Waffle House on a Sunday, and she sat me down. She's like, listen, you need to figure out what you're going to do as far as when it comes down to radio. I couldn't really apply for jobs like that because I was honestly dealing with court. Really my first time getting in trouble, trying to understand, trying to research, be my own attorney, in a sense, because trying to figure out the easiest way to get out this situation and the less consequences I can, but still live my dreams. So I started working for an internet radio station in Charlotte for a little bit. It was at a club. He kept canceling my shows. I used to interview artists, and I actually started my show here in Winston. I used to actually be the program director for the SU radio station. I don't know if that's still going on or not. But with SU Radio, they used to actually have like different shows that we used to do. And I actually did a show which was called Rock the Mic. I did the show Rock the Mic simply because I used to do different topics. So if I come up to you, I'll be like, yo, think of a topic that you want to talk about on the air. She like, I want to talk about, my boyfriend, why he always doing extraness on social media, whatever. Whatever the topic was, we'll talk about it on the air. I had one of my homeboys that came up to me. He actually went here too as well and graduated, named Keys. He's doing music now. And he came up to me. He was like, you know what? I want to talk about far as my music. I was like, your music? I want to talk about your music. Like, we need a good topic. I need something hot, whatever. And he ended up saying, no, if you're a radio personality, you're going to talk about my music. And that's where Rock the Mic came about. So I interviewed him and I fell in love simply because even though I'm not an artist, I was the same way as artists, which I'm pretty sure maybe some of you guys in here probably inspired to want to be producers, probably want to do music too as well. So that's where I really kind of fell in love with the Rock the Mic. So from there, when I came back home from Charlotte, I was doing Rock the Mic interviews at different clubs. It got to a point where my mother was just like, yo, work for yourself. And she was like, you know what, I'm going to help you start, but you got to finish it. I'm going to give you the money to start up an internet radio station. Have you ever thought about that? I'm like, I don't even know where to begin. At this point, it's 2014. So this is when The Breakfast Club is just now getting on YouTube, where we're just now watching, we actually can watch these celebrities. We wasn't in North Carolina, we weren't watching and listening to The Breakfast Club up in New York, so that's when that moment became. And I just was like, all right, let's try it. 4 years later, by the grace of God, as far as in January, True Dreams Radio started. Last year, actually in March, I went full time with my dreams. I felt like it was just that time. I hustled like crazy, left and right, did a lot of things for free, to be honest with you, for the past 3 years. Sometimes even to this day, off the strength, off the love, do stuff for free. Because when you really love it, it almost feel like you're getting paid. I know it may sound crazy, like I know everybody want to get to the money, the power of social media now, I can only imagine how you guys are feeling towards it, but I'm trying to tell you, whatever you guys truly believe in, if you really, really believe in it and make it happen, guarantee you, like, you're gonna feel like you're winning $1 million every day, and when the million come, you're not gonna lose it, because it's not gonna be nothing for you to keep gaining it and to keep multiplying. And right now I ain't at $1 million. I just started last year, so give me some time, but at the end of the day, it's a blessing, because even just like I said, at this point, being able to speak to you guys, I was once in your shoes. I actually had a class in here. I'm not even gonna tell y'all, I don't even remember, don't give me the lying. I told you I did not care for school, I'll be honest with you. I really did it so that way I wouldn't get kicked out. Y'all gotta remember, at the end of the day, make your grades. You live here, some of y'all live here, some of y'all got apartments, regardless. It's simple, this is how you pay rent. That's the best way to look at it, that's how I always viewed it. I'm trying to tell y'all, enjoy this, because when you actually start paying rent with money, like I was probably, I'm pretty sure that, I can't wait to graduate, can't wait to make moves. It's fun, enjoy yourself. Take advantage of every opportunity that you can on campus, even off campus. Make sure that y'all networking. I know social media is a little, with y'all time world is different now. Still talk to people, because you never know who knows somebody who's connected. Me and her, we were classmates. So it's just funny to see her now, as a professor, but that's a blessing at the same time, because this was her degree. So you can never know, like, where you can take your degree and how you can move it. So like I said, I just, y'all got questions as far as with my station, 24/7, we play all genres of independent artist music. If you guys do music, I'm going to pass out some business cards and stuff to you guys as well. You can definitely submit your music to me. I do 2 shows. I have a Rock the Mic show that I do, where I still do interview my artists. Then as well as I have a show which is called True Span Sponsorship Show. This is an opportunity to tell artists, hey, look, Monday through Fridays at 4 p.m., this is when your show being aired. Tell your friends, tell your family, whoever, make sure that they tune in and support. Anybody know a little bit as far as about the business end, when it comes down to being an artist, you need to have your music license. If you want to get paid, you need to have your music license. So with that being said, we actually have where we are licensed with BMI, ASCAP, and Sound Exchange as far as with our station. This is pretty much almost making us equivalent to FM. The biggest challenge about internet is that I'm pushing my whole movement on my own, and I'm expecting for people to rock with me and support. We pretty much have averaged about, I want to say, roughly over 1,200 plus as far as listeners, followers, supporters, people coming to our events a year. So the goal is to keep that far as 1,200 every single day. That's the ultimate goal. Numbers do fluctuate, to be honest with you. That's what made me go full-time with True Dreams. I was working full-time trying to manage a station. It just wasn't really possible. But don't give up. Don't just sit here. And also, too, as well, jobs are still beneficial. Because at the end of the day, I still hustle on the side. I got honestly probably about 3 jobs, going on 4 jobs now, just to make sure that I still hustle. I do trivia events as far as throughout the week. 3 days out the week, and that's just to me to network, go to different venues, meet people. So when I want to push events, I do a lot of events, which I'm going to show you guys in a few. And that way, that's just for me to connect. That's just for me to be able to network, be Kiera Wilson and not KiDeMo all the time. I also, as well, I have a stay-at-home virtual receptionist job that I do too, just to add a little bit of extra income. So it's still just because you're following your dreams don't mean that you just got to stick with that one lane. You got to be able to have different, if not as many multiple income like sources that you possibly can, because you just never know when one may run out. And also, as well as like they tell you, a millionaire has 7 sources of income. So, the ultimate goal is to reach that 7 and continue.